We would take her in the bathtub and we would say 1, 2, go. And then it only took her about a month before she realized that cue meant she was going under. A thing that I have learned through, like, obviously my work, kids need to make connections in their learning for them to be able to retain information. See, Lion? Good girl. Where's Lion go? But the tail slips perfectly into place. Daddy Pig has mended Mr. Dinosaur. You look strong. Yeah, I think. Hi and welcome to today's vlog. Today's video is all about Kingsley and her 5-month update. She's now officially 5 months old, so we thought we'd celebrate with a video, didn't we? Didn't we? Basically, I thought I would do a video on all the things that have changed with Kingsley or over the last few months since my last baby update. I wanted to discuss things like sleeping, development, eating, how we're going with her water conditioning. I also wanted to show you a few activities, what I'm doing to help her retain some language skills, although she can't put them into practice for a long time, but yeah, just setting the foundations for her learning and her word development. What else do we want to talk about? I think we should talk about it. Do you? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to. We're going to talk about how she has become quite moody over the last few weeks. I don't know if that is usual for a baby of 5 months. I think it is. But yeah, she has become quite high maintenance, haven't you? Yeah. You have been. It's time to accept it. Yeah. Excuse the vacuum in the background. It follows me everywhere. So we have moved the whole house just to suit the vacuum today, but it will find me, no doubt. I'm also going to run through Kingsley's eating routine with her solids that she started about 4 weeks ago now. This vacuum is getting on my nerves. It has to do here now, doesn't it? It needs to go. Look, I'm going to move it over there. Go away. Go. Cool. It's coming back, for God's sake. All right. Hey Siri, pause RoboCop. So I'll talk about her development first and what I've noticed since her last developmental leap. So I follow the Wonder Weeks app, which is it's like a really good app. I followed it for all 3 of my kids. So I do suggest that app if anybody doesn't have it. Basically what it does is it shows you when, like on a calendar form, it shows you when babies are coming up to their next developmental leap. And that just shows you when they have periods of fussiness, like their sleep and their eating will be disrupted. And it also shows you at the same time, basically, what developmental skills they're learning. So that's really handy and what they should be able to do after that leap. What's up, honey? You're getting tired? Yeah, look at your brother's car. There you go. Look, he gave you that. Huh? So basically, in her last developmental leap, which was her 4th one, I've noticed since then she can now grasp with both hands. So she's grasping a lot more. She has been like turning for quite a while, and she is now starting to sit up. Although babies are not really meant to be sitting up till 6 months, and I wouldn't classify what she's doing as sitting up, but we are practicing sitting up, and I'm aiding her in doing that, and she's getting longer each time. One thing I have noticed though is she has seemed to have forgotten how to roll from her front to her back. So she can get from her back to her front, and she was doing it both ways for quite a while, and now it just seems to have poof out of her head. I'm not sure why, but it's quite irritating for her because she'll roll, if I lay her on the floor on her back with her toys, she'll roll onto her front within a few seconds and won't be able to get back. So that is irritating. You do have to keep a close eye on her. When I said she's high maintenance, she's developing some certain behaviors where she's more aware of everything. So when the whole house is full and the kids are all around and my husband's home and everything's happening, she's really happy. You don't hear anything from her. But when it's just me and her, she requires me to be talking all day long to her, which is fine. I'm not complaining, but she does require more, and she's noticing when I'm not there. So if I leave the room, she'll start yelling within a few seconds. And she's not happy just playing for as long as she used to be. I don't know if it's because she's getting like smarter to the fact that she's aware more of her surroundings, but she's unable to, I guess, manipulate them herself. Like, so she's unable to crawl and get things. So she just wants me to hold her all day and talk to her all day. Okay, you want to get out? Okay, come to mummy. You want to get out now? You ready for your sleep? Okay, that's shit. Oh, okay. Well, you wouldn't have your morning bottle, so mummy will go put you to sleepies, and then we'll come back. Oh. Yeah, she's tired. She's tired. She'll go to sleep in a second. What I was saying about her behaviours is, so little certain ones. So she's just refusing bottles a lot. She's decided that she just doesn't like bottles. So to get her to drink her bottles is quite the fight. She will start screaming. And then she takes the bottle and she actually needs it. You know, she needs her bottles, but she just doesn't want to like lay down for them and take a second to actually have them. I think the patience is just not there. Another thing is when I walk up the stairs with her, she must think that she's going to bed because she starts screaming like at the top of her lungs. So she's aware of certain things now that mean other things. So she's aware of certain actions that mean, you know, going to bed or this or that. So she's just having like little, I guess, tantrums is what you would call them. Yeah, she's having tantrums. So that's new. If the whole house is full, she's happy. You don't really hear from her much, but she does require a lot more attention these days. That's all I've pretty much noticed in the way of behaviours. In regards to her sleeping, so I have had her on a pretty consistent routine since she was born, and the nighttime's been excellent. I can't complain. She did sleep. It was 12 hours she was in her cot last night. She only slept for about 11 of them. But then she does self-settle after her feed. So she woke up at 4 o'clock, and then you just put her down straight away, like awake after her feed, and then she literally puts herself to sleep. But it did take about 45 minutes last night for her to go back to sleep. So she is having really good sleep at night, although during the day she's fighting sleep, resisting. She's not happy now, although she gets quiet now. She's still awake. But yeah, she's resisting sleep. She's only sleeping for half an hour and then refusing to sleep anymore. So she's having like 4 or 5 sleeps a day, which is, look, I guess some would say that is normal, but also, you know, I would like her to have 2 longer sleeps, or even a longer sleep. Some days, like very rarely, she will do that, but most days it's that 40-minute, half an hour to 40-minute mark, which means I need to stay in the house all day because she is used to her bed. She's programmed to sleep in her bed. She can't really sleep anywhere else. She'll just stay awake if we go out. It's quite difficult to get her to sleep anywhere else, so that means that we're here all day. Not that there's anywhere to go. There's not really anywhere to go. Like, it's winter, it's cold. But, yeah, it's tedious. And the whole putting her to sleep really annoys her, putting her in her bag and all of that. As I said, she's sort of not liking it. That doing that 5 times a day is, like, we spend more time prepping for bed than we actually do sleeping. That's annoying. So I'm going to try and, I don't know. I'm not sure because she self-settles. You know, I don't know what I can do there, but I'm going to put some time and effort into trying to refine that because, yeah, getting annoying. So she's whimpering at the moment. But she's going to sleep. She's trying. She's fighting it, but her body won't let her. All right, so baby girl is awake from her 40-minute sleep. Who would have guessed? Yes. So I made all these vegetables for her. So this is what she's eating. So she's on solid food now. So I'll show you how she eats. They're all her vegetables. I've made like so many different batches. There's some chicken ones in there as well that she hasn't tried yet, but she's going to try this week. Down here is her fruit and there's some more vegetables. Where is your breakfast? That's what I'm after right now, breakfast. So she'll eat about this much for breakfast. I'm just gonna obviously heat it up in the microwave. That's porridge, raspberries, chia seeds, and hemp hearts. She does eat that, the whole thing, quite well. I'm noticing like she's doing really well with her solid foods. And I know like bottles are not meant to replace, apparently, well, bottles are not meant to replace, I'm not making any sense. So solid food at this age is not obviously meant to replace her formula. In saying that, she has a mind of her own, and I can't really stop her from preferring one thing over another. She just, yeah, really likes her food, and as I said before, isn't a huge fan of the bottle. So we'll see how she goes this morning, but normally she does really good in the mornings. Oh my God, my hands. Look at my hands from fake tan. I put like these fake tan drops on my face last night before bed, and I forgot to wash it off. Maybe I forgot to wash it off. I think I just got too lazy. I ended up just laying in bed. So, better. Missy, do you want some porridge? Is that... Yeah, that's warm. I can't taste this myself because I'm not allowed... Oh, look at you, open your mouth. Oh, you know. She just opened her mouth so well for that. See what I mean? Like no fights, no tantrums. Hey, you just like your food. What can we do? I think that's quite a lot too for a 5-month-old to be eating, but but yeah, she demolishes it. Yeah. Yeah. So I've just started, like she's having 2 meals a day, breakfast and dinner. I'm not going to put her on 3 meals a day yet, just because she still is young and she is refusing and playing games with her bottles. So I want her bottles to still be the main, you know, source of nutrition. So that's why I am not going to put her on 3 meals a day, much to your horror, Missy. You love food. Don't you? Look at you. Oh my goodness. Look at you. More. May I have more, please? Yes, you can. Yes, you can have more. You're so good. I love you. Oh my gosh. Aren't they the cutest little things? Yeah, baby girl's waking up angry because she only had a half an hour sleep. Yeah, you were exhausted. You were so exhausted. Why are you only sleeping half an hour? Normally after her sleeps, I have a little routine that I do with her just so I can get into the habit myself of reading some books and doing some puzzles and stuff like that. So I missed that because I was down here cooking. So we're going to go up and do that. Yeah? All right. We come up for some book time? Yeah, we come up for some book time. She's so tired, aren't you? You're just not yourself. I've tried like shortening her awake times, you know, as well. So that was 1.5 hours awake time, whereas, you know, a baby her age is like 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours awake time. That's better. Oh. It doesn't make any difference. Like it doesn't make any difference even if I put it down after 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2.5, 3.5. It just makes no difference with her at this moment in time. When I wake her up, when she wakes up from her naps, I read books with her. So normally about 2 or 3, and I've made a habit of that because otherwise I will forget to do it. And I really want to, you know, get her used to like learning words and stuff. And this is like the perfect age to do that. Even though she can't speak and people might think that it isn't useful, it really is. In the first like 5 years of their life, it is so important to read to your children and, you know, do learning games and activities and stuff like that. I'm a primary teacher, and you definitely can tell the kids that come in to kindergarten that have been read to from birth or just read to from infancy. Yeah. So we do that and she really likes it. Like, she's really interested in the book. So, you know, I make sure I give her that time, because my son, he is 9 years old now, but he went into kindergarten, frankly, because I had the time. I was a stay-at-home mum. He went into kindergarten nearly 2 years above his grade level. And to this day, he is basically still there. It just gave him the right start and the right foundations, and he could recite numbers and like pick numbers, because we used to play a lot of bingo with him, up to like 200. He was just, yeah, I put in a lot of time and effort with him, and it really showed, and he's still basically still ahead. So that's what I want for her, and that's why I put this time in while I can. I'm not at work, so, you know, obviously I'm lucky in that way. I know people that have to work full time. It's just impossible to do this. So, are you like sitting here for a minute? I'll go and get, you're not really, are you? These are the books. These are the books that we always come to. Sit on Mummy's lap, shot. Yeah, you already see them, Seb. These are the books that we always come to. So the Snuggle books are excellent. They're like a summarized, very summarized version of the normal book. So there's a book called Dear Zoo, and we do have that book somewhere, not in this room. And this is a plush version, so it's almost like out of pillow-like material version of that, so that she can play with it, so she can like chew on it and just get familiarized with books. And this is really great, this book. It's very summarized. Sorry, little girl. But all I do with her in this book is go through the animal names. So I won't actually read too big, too fierce. I'll go through the animal names, and she really likes that book. Other ones that she likes are the series That's Not My. So she's got That's Not My Fairy, there's That's Not My Mermaid, and they're all touch. So if you go into That's Not My Mermaid, her crown is too bobbly, and then you feel it, and you can feel like little bobbles, like little bumps in it, and then every page is like something different, and it's just, they're really good. And I have so many of them. So there's That's Not My Donkey, That's Not My Monkey, That's Not My Penguin, That's Not My, what else, Frog, Robot, and so on. And the kids love these. These are huge, hugely popular, and I have a heap of these from when my sons were born as well. A thing that I have learnt through, like, obviously my work, is that kids need to make connections in their learning for them to be able to retain information. So what I mean by that is connections to their daily life. So if you're reading something, for example, lion, you're sucking my hand, ooh, lion. So I will then get her lion, when we read, I will have her lion puzzle piece ready at the same time. And I'll also have her lion puppet, which I normally have somewhere here, but it's downstairs. And I'll say, oh, lion, and then we'll get our other lion. Lion! See, how many lions do we have, don't we? We have so many lions. And then we've got another puppet. So I'll try and make those connections throughout other lions that she would have seen in her day, which is not that many at the moment. But and she really, you know, she does actually, she does pay attention, and you'd think she doesn't, but she's already noticing her puzzle. So this is her puzzle, and we do her puzzle, don't we? Yes, we do your puzzle. Would you like to do your puzzle? Yeah? Okay, where's Lion? Oh, you're going to pull the puzzle apart. I know. Ready? Lion? See Lion? Good girl. Where's Lion go? There's Lion. He goes there, doesn't he? What about Butterfly? Can you see Butterfly, Kingsley? What about Butterfly? Where does she go? She goes up here? Another thing that we have been trying to do, and it's actually really working and like been a positive experience for us, is water conditioning. So like getting her used to water. with my eldest son, I did that for both my children, sorry. I've done that since birth. So I started with just putting them under the shower and then, or in the bathtub. Alternatively, are you okay? Burps. Alternatively, just pouring a cup of water over their head from birth. Babies are born with this natural reflex to hold their breath underwater. Obviously, they come from a bag full of water. So basically what it is they can naturally do that. So you could just continue that before they lose it. And they lose it about 12 months from what I've read. So that first 12 months is really important in conditioning them to water if you want them to swim at an early age, which we do. So we don't have a pool here. So we've just been, are you okay? You look very, 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 very floppy and just tired, and you just refuse to sleep. We're going to go back to sleep in a minute. Yeah, so we started with you have to have a verbal cue so that babies know that cue means that they're coming into contact with water. Otherwise, you could scare them. So we started saying 1, 2, go to Kingsley, and that meant that her head was going to be submerged under the water in the shower, only for like a second or two. So we started saying that, and then it only took her about a month before she realized that cue meant she was going under, and she would shut her eyes in preparation for going under. So then after that, so here, what are these toys? These little blocks. Look at the colors, green, red, here you go. Yes, so where was I? I don't even know now. Yes, and then we started doing her in the bathtub. So what we would do is we would take her in the bathtub and we would say 1, 2, go, and we would submerge her head underwater as if she was swimming. So just like on a horizontal body, she'd lift her head up and we'd go under for like a split second, just so her face was in the water. And again, never have had a problem. She has never, cried or anything like that, ever choked or anything like that. We make sure she's in a really good mood. Obviously, if she's crying, upset, like not prepared, not focused on what we're doing, then she's more likely to like not, just take in water, I guess. And the whole point is not to scare her. Like, one scary experience with water can turn a child off forever, and I understand that. So she's going really, really well. And yeah, as I said, I'll chuck a video up to show you how exactly we do it. But as I said, I did it with my son Kyan and Landon, and my son was like swimming unaided at 16 months, was in like deep pools, just diving in. I have a video of him just turned 2 years old. He was 24 months exactly in this video, and I will pop that up here somewhere, showing you, why we do it. Why we do it with you. Why we put you through that hell. Yeah. So we'll say thank you for watching this video. I think I have summed up Kingsley's 5-month update as much as I can, as much as I can think at the moment. Yeah. Smile. Yeah. Say bye. Say bye. No, not at me. Say bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video or got any value in it. And please watch out for the next one. Okay. Mommy love you. Oh.